Hey, what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen? Fanboys and fangirls especially, this is the one, the only Mr. Criticism Guy 2009, aka Nintendofreak2011. This is the last one of the year. Hopefully I might be able to do part 2 or 3 of this if this is too long. I'm going to try to make this under 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at shortest. Why these are the top 10 greatest Pokemon in the Unova region. 5th generation, of course, for Black and White 2. So, remember, this is solely and strictly my own opinion, so, other than that, let's begin. And I'm actually going to keep it PG rated this time, so I'm going to probably use less profanity than normal because, number one, I'm kind of under the weather, unfortunately. I've been under the weather for the past few days. That's why I haven't had videos up in almost a week. So that's my explanation there, and I've been spending a lot more time with family and stuff like that, so unfortunately, it's probably not going to be not that many videos for this week either. I'm just doing it because, it's New Year's Eve, it's almost a holiday, so I wanted to spread my cheer around. So, number 10 on the list is Tepig. The reason why he's on the list, actually only 2 reasons I can think of that are good. Is on number 1, he was the first Pokemon I actually started for Black and White. And I know a lot of people are getting really, tired of the firefighting type, but you know what? I wanted to go for it because I really like the shiny formation of this Pokemon right here, which is, of course, Pignite and Emboar. Really freaking amazing as hell. I thought those Pokemon that were firefighting, I thought it was pretty good, damn good, I know it wasn't an original idea, but you know what, nevertheless, he got these really awesome fire type moves like Heat Crash and Flare Blitz, you can't go wrong with that. And if you're in that metagame OU, NU, RU tier, like a competitive battle, yeah, then he's probably a piece of shit, unfortunately, but, as far as that goes, I'm all for it, that's why I like Tepig that much. It was really funny in the anime. I really liked how Ash treated him really well. Even though he was abandoned, he kind of had that same backstory as Chimchar did in the 4th generation when Paul abandoned his Chimchar, unfortunately. And last other thing, I really liked him in the Rumble U. I don't know why, but he was really fucking epic in that one, I'm not going to lie. Straight balls to the wall, amazing. And that's why he's number 10. Now coming in at number 9 really quick is Dewott. And actually, a spoiler alert, they're going to be all the 3 evolution chains of the 5th gen Pokemon for the starters. So yeah. So Dewott, that's why I like calling him Dewott. I don't know why, it's just cooler like that. So Dewott, the reason why I like him a lot is because, good freaking god, he is amazing as hell. He was really cool in the anime, I liked him a lot. He was kind of a little bit of a dipshit, a douchebag a little bit, but at the same time, it's the Pokemon you would love to hate, pretty much. He was the Bradley Cooper of Pokemon, that's how he was, Pretty much relentless, reductiveness, all the above. Kind of an asshole, but like I said, he's the asshole you love to hate. And the reason why I really like his Pokemon is because he was the other Pokemon I started with Pokemon White, because in Black I started with Tepig, and in White I started with Oshawott, even though he's D-Watt, but it's different. I really love the card art design for the TCG thing. He's really fucking amazing, super fast, super speedy. And I'm surprised he wasn't water fighting instead of just pure water. That's the thing I didn't understand. Why in the hell didn't Jinchuriki Masuda, aka the director of Pokemon Company for Japan and everything, why didn't he make an evolution for that? That kind of threw me off. No, make a dual type element for him instead of just him being pure water. That will never understand. Or he could have just went with the common thing like water ice, like they did with back in the days, like with Dugon and Lapras. And one last other thing, I really love him in the anime. He was really fucking cool. I love the attack formation that they made him do. Freaking epic as hell. And that's why he's number 9 on the list. And pretty much anyone that I said before, I actually got him in the Radiant collection for Legendary Treasure. Serperior, coming in at number 8 right now. And the reason why Serperior is at number 8 not in the top 5 is because there is a lot of flaws with him, but at the same time I still do like his design. I know there's a lot of theories out there. He's supposed to be like the devil snake that told Adam and Eve to eat the apple. If any of you guys haven't heard about that conspiracy theory, I'll see if I can find it. I'll put a link down below on it if you want to check that out. I might talk about it more on my Nintendofreak channel. We'll see what happens. But yeah, the reason why Serperior is on number 8 and not in the top 5 is because in the anime I didn't really like him that much. I don't know what it was. He was kind of shit in the anime, but the in-game experience I had with him was really freaking amazing. Even though I never really raised this Pokemon, I did, but I did it for the emulators and stuff, or emulators. And that's the reason why he's at number 8. And the last 2 things I really liked about him is that I know in the anime he was kind of a dick, because he belonged to that Pokemon Trip or whatever, Pokemon Trainer Trip, and of course he had beef with Ash all the time. But the thing is that, good freaking god, man, this thing had this special signature move was Coil, and a whole bunch of other Pokemon started getting it in Black and White too. I think afterwards, correct me if I'm wrong on that, because I never did get to play Black and White 2. But I did play the emulator, though, just not the physical copy. And last but not least, I really, this thing, when it comes to elegance and beauty, I love the fan art. I love the trading card game, the TCG game thing on it. Matter of fact, I actually have them over there. Unfortunately, you guys probably won't be able to see them that well, so let me show it to you really quick. I actually got them in the stacks right here. Serperior is freaking amazing. I love the crap out of him. He's a boss when it comes to the trading card game. He's the Radiant collection right here. I don't know if any of you guys can see that. Really beautiful, outstanding card right there. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Shout out to the guy that made it. The illustrating, the art designer was Sheena Nagawana. I think it's Sheena Nagawana. I'm probably butchering that name wrong, but really epically amazing card. And that's the reason why he's number 8. Sorry if I'm going a little bit slower. I'm still under the weather, unfortunately. Hopefully I get better when I do my next video. Coming in at number 7 is a shiny version of Bouldore. And the reason why Bouldore is at number 7 is because I know it was one of Ash's Pokemon in the in the Pokemon anime, but I thought it was really cool nevertheless. He didn't get that many good moves, unfortunately. The attacks were kind of crap, but I'll give credit where credit is due. The thing was still boss. He was epic as hell. He was amazing. Every shape, way, and the form, you know. My words are all over the place. I'm not able to talk as properly as normal, unfortunately, so just deal with it. The reason why I really like this Pokemon is because he had a lot of good rock-type moves. I was really hoping it would be a dual-type Pokemon. Of course, he was one of the old-school Pokemon. Like, they did it in the old-school way of evolution when he would evolve into, he went from Rock'n'Roller to Bouldore. Can't remember the other name, which kind of sucks, but I did name him like Ford Explorer as his nigga name. Gigaland, that's what it was. I'm actually looking back there because I have a Pokemon list back there, black and white, a poster thing, and I got all the names of the 5th generation Pokemon. Anyways, other than that, another reason why I really like this Pokemon, I like the fangs, the way that it comes out, sticks like that. I'm not sure if he's still a Cyclops or not because he has that thing, that line in between his face. You could fill me in on that if you want. It's kind of like the Geodude of the Unova region. That's what he was. Except he didn't have arms. He just had these little pincher things where you go like this. I thought that was cool. And last but not least, the reason why this Pokemon looks pretty damn decent is I like the way whoever did the anime voice for it. It was really cool. I love the way how much life he brought into that Pokemon. It was just outstanding and epic in every step of the way. You know, every sense of the word. Epic enough. So coming in at number 6 is Duosion. I used to call him Duosion the first time I saw about him, and I found out the real pronunciation was Duosion. The reason why Duosion's on here, and this is his shiny form by the way, this isn't his original color form, is that it was one of the first DNA Pokemon that ever came out, and it felt like a lot of references to SpongeBob for some weird ass reason. It was that and the Bubble Boy. If any of you guys haven't seen that 80s or early 90s movie, definitely check that out. It's really sad at the end for the Bubble Boy. And I mean, first you get this little DNA Pokemon Solosis, and after that you get Duosion, and then you get Renucleus, but I like calling it Renucleus. I know it sounds weird, but I like calling it Renucleus a lot better than Renucleus, you know, because Renucleus, it doesn't suit me, I don't know why. And the last 2 reasons why I like this Pokemon is because, you know, it's really fast, one of the first pure Psychic type Pokemons we've had in a really long time. Even though a lot of Pokemon are usually better Psychic, pretty much just pure mono Psychic types. Any of you guys get that reference? And then last but not least, you know, this Pokemon, you know, this probably got its way with the ladies. You know, it's a real cute, adorable plushy Pokemon. If there are plushy Pokemons of this thing, it will sell off the shelves very fast, instantly. Just instantaneously fast. Number 5, we're halfway through the list, is Gotarita. And spoiler alert, number 4 is this 3rd evolution Gothetelle, and I'll get to her in a minute, but let's get to Gotarita. The reason why I like Gotarita is because I love the way, it's just, words can't even explain how awesome this Pokemon was in the anime, when Ash was in the Unova region, when they had to like bring forth the Pokemon God, which was Landorus, the one that would make all the crops all nice and everything. I'm not going to get too much into detail on that because of the limited amount of time I got to do in this video, but I will say this Gotharita, a lot of people were saying this was going to be a darker ghost type, and it completely blew the shit out of my mind. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. It threw me for a loop for a second when I found out this Pokemon was going to be Psychic type, and I was thinking to myself, what in God's name is this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? This thing's going to be a freaking Psychic type? It doesn't even have the look for it, but then again, at the same time, just don't judge a book by its cover, and I guess that's what Gotharita, and Gothetelle proved to us, you know? And matter of fact, I'm not going to get too deep into detail in my personal life, but I will say this. I actually dated an emo girl Pokemon. Not emo girl Pokemon. An emo girl, whatever, back in the day. I'm not going to mention her name, because, you know, they might stumble upon this and I might get upset or whatever, but whatever. She didn't really have the same kind of, like, thing for it, but she really liked Pokemon just as much as I did. She was really awesome. You know, she liked a lot of psychic, crazy, kinetic stuff. I don't know what it was. And that's another reason why I love Gotharita so much. She reminds me a lot of my ex. And coming in at number 4, Gothetelle. And the reason why I like Gothetelle very much, and I decided to choose that picture alone, because there's a lot of other pictures on there, but I'm not going to put them on there because I don't want my video to be flagged or anything. But I wouldn't say they're age appropriate. Yes, people, there are a lot of them out there I've seen with my own eyes, and I'm not going to get into that. Because that's where the furry stuff starts coming in, and that gets all sexual, and I really don't want to mix that up right now. Because I already did that in my top 10 sexiest Pokemon. I'm not going to do that today. But yeah, Gothetelle. The reason why I like this Pokemon, I love the cry for it. It sounds like a really loud, high-pitched squeak or whatever, but I'm not even going to attempt to do it because my voice is really shot low, if any of you guys can tell. I'm still under the weather. And the two reasons I really like this Pokemon is, number 1, it was belonging to Caitlyn. The one that was in the Sinnoh region for Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. If any of you guys remember that for the Sinnoh region, 4th generation. It belonged to that one for the Battle Frontier, or the Frontier Brains. And that was really cool that they brought her back and then they had Gothetelle as one of her main Pokemon besides Rhea-Nucleus. That's what I love the most about this Pokemon. There's that, and then another reason why I really like this Pokemon, I like the funny little beads and the design that it had. It was like a waitress, it was in a maid outfit. That's what's funny about this Pokemon, I really like it a lot. I'm surprised this wasn't Psychic Fairy in the Kalos region for 6th generation X and Y. That's the thing that kind of threw me off there once again, so, you know, touche on you, Game Freak, touche. Coming in number 3, 2, and 1 is Zweleious. I actually used to call him Zweleious back in the day, but there's 2 different ways you can say this Pokemon's name. You can say Zweleious or Zweleious. I probably prefer Zweleious. Zweleious and Zweleious, because I don't like Zweleious. I don't know, it sounds like it could be something racist, but other than that, the reason why I like Zweleious so much is that this thing, it took me such a long ass time to evolve this thing in Hydreigon. And speaking of which, I used to say that Pokemon's name, Hydreigon, instead of Hydreigon. The reason why is because I used to think about, if any of you guys remember that Macaulay Culkin movie in the 90s, all my 90s kids out there, The Page Master. If any of you guys remember that movie, that was awesome ass epic movie. It reminded me of that big giant dragon that Macaulay Culkin fought. I don't know what his name was in the movie, but that's the reason I'll name him Macaulay Culkin all the time. I forgot the dragon scene. He reminded me of that and Smaug from The Hobbit. And I already did a movie review on that. If you want to check that out, links down below. The 2 things I like this Pokemon, it actually reminds me of another movie called Hercules. That's the number 1 reason when he had to fight that Hydra. At the end, he kept slicing the heads off, and it kept going back and back until he found his way to the heart and he stabbed it. That's why he's epic as hell. Another cool thing I really like about Zweleious is it had that I don't give a shit kind of attitude, kind of how Grovyle did in the 3rd generation for a home region. That's what was so cool. He was pretty much a bad boy at Pokemon. And he was the first Dark Dragon type to ever come out in the Pokemon history of Pokedex. And then the last 2, number 2 and 1, is Braviary. The reason why I like Braviary is because you know, he's super patriotic for America and stuff like that. He reminds me of a lot of things. The 2 things that he reminded me of is Captain America, and another reminiscent thing that he did remind me of is excuse me, what else? Kind of like Spider-Man suit or whatever. The only difference is he's a bird, not a spider. And if any of you guys watch my alternative media stuff when I talk about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and everything like that, most of you guys know where I'm going at with Green Ray TV, like Fabian and Seagreen and all that. That's why I'm more into my adult kind of form thing. That's another reason why I really love Brady Aries. And he's awesome as hell. He's just a straight out boss. One thing that sucks about him is the fighting type moves, and rock type moves can kick the crap out of him, sadly. But other than that, he's still an epic Pokemon. And then number one, greatest one of all, is this fucking Mandibuzz. And the reason why I love Mandibuzz so much is the polar opposite of what Braviary is. It's dark flying. I know it's like Murkrow and Honchkrow, but you know what? I thought it was awesome as hell. And then little did we know we would be getting a legendary dark type, flying type, which would be Yveltal from X and Y. It was Xerneas' opposite. The reason why this Pokemon was super cool, it had a bone to keep for its like little Spanish words called pincha, or snippets for English people that are out there watching. I really love the darkness, the continuity to it, and I'm not gonna go there, but hey, I had to go there. That shit was cool as hell. I loved how as the voice sounded this thing. I remember in that Volibee Rufflet episode where they got lost in the Unova region. That one was really cool. Where they put their attacks together and they stopped fighting, and they worked together as a team. They just worked so beautifully, you know. And I feel like Volibee, I don't know what it is, but they kind of ripped off Togepi and Togetic's design for it because it was still stuck in an eggshell. It kind of reminds me of Yoshi a little bit, but when it evolves into Mandibuzz, I think it reminds me a lot of that Lion King. If any of you guys remember General Scar, that motherfucker was hardcore bad to the bone. I actually named her Scar. I trained at level 75 or 80, I think. This thing is a very fierce competitive battle when it comes to OU, RU. I'd probably say maybe the RU tier, he's probably in that thing. That speed is freaking devilishly fast, and it's freaking amazing. And I might end up using this as a thumbnail when I customize in my Windows Paint thing, so it's all good there. And with that said, that's all I had to say for now. 3 other quick updates I am going to say. I'm going to be doing the top 10 greatest movies and top 10 worst movies of 2013. Even though it'll be 2014 by the time I do it, there's that. And there's going to be a couple other changes on this channel. I'm not going to tell you what, but I might actually be doing like some verses like Marvel versus Capcom, or some anime character versus an anime supervillain or superhero. I'm going to try to start doing videos like that from now on, so be on the lookout for that. And with that said, that's all I had to say for now. So like I always say, it is what it is, ain't what it ain't. See you when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. And of course, also special happy 2014 to all you people that are out there watching. Try not to get too drunk. You could get wasted. Just don't do it behind the wheel. You will regret it. You might die or get fucking ticketed. But that's all I have to say. Peace out. Be easy. See you soon. See you around. And that's all I have to say. Take care. Goodbye. And happy 2013 and 2014. Alright, people be easy, and hopefully I get better, and I'm not under the weather as I am now, alright? Be easy, goodbye, peace, and do